Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwanger. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another LEGO Dimensions unboxing, and this is going to be the last one for quite a while, because Wave 3 of LEGO Dimensions comes out in, I think, January, I want to say 15 or something like that, so it's going to be a little while, or since we actually get the next wave, so this is going to be the last unboxing for Wave number 2, so I have a complete collection up until this point, which I'm very, very proud of, and very cool to have unboxings for all the designs and all the figures that have come out so far, so that's pretty sweet. Let me know which one was your favorite so far. But today we're taking a look at probably the figure and fun pack, I should say, that I'm most excited for out of the entire Wave 2 lineup, because it is a very useful character. It's the only character that we get that can interact with rainbow pieces in the game. So obviously, not only is it a really cool looking character and vehicle, it's a character that's very important towards getting 100% completion in the game. So in that sense, I'm very, very happy to see Unikitty join the team. So as you can see, this is fun pack number 71231, as it says in the top corner there. It is a 57 piece set, so on the larger end for fun packs, which is great, especially because yesterday's unboxing, if you remember, for Bart Simpson was one that was quite a bit smaller in piece count. Still managed to be quite cool, but this one is on the higher end and hopefully will offer some really lovely details. It contains Unikitty herself, as well as the Cloud Cuckoo car, which looks amazingly derpy, but I love it. And on the side here, we get a nice shot of the Unikitty as well as here, by the way, and Cloud Cuckoo Land in the background. On the back of the package is probably my favorite 3 designs that I've ever seen on an image. I think that if these turn out to be fun builds and look as cool as they do on these images, and they play fun in the game, this might just be my favorite design of the bunch, because I just love how colorful they are. I love how different they are to anything else that we've seen, and you can't really compare them to anything, which is really, really cool. We have the Cloud Cuckoo car, the Extreme Soaker, which is an interesting play on words, and then the Rainbow Cannon, which looks to be the greatest weapon of all time because it fires rainbow colored studs, which looks pretty fun to be had within the game. So that being said, let's go on ahead and rip into the package, or that's not much ripping. Ripping would be like a lot more violent than that, but open up the package, let's put it that way. I pre-cut the tape, by the way, so that should be taped up for you, obviously. We have bag number 1, so it's a 2-bag set. As you can see, an amazing amount of color is going to be present in this particular build, like a lot of cool colors. I'm very much looking forward to that. Then we have bag number 2, which has the toy tag for Unikitty as well. Look at that adorable toy tag. It's all rainbowed out and looking pretty great. I kind of wish they would have had like a little rainbow unicorn, or like her unicorn bit right here or something like that. That would have been kind of nice as well. And then we have our instruction booklet here, which will of course only cover the building instructions for Unikitty, which, to be fair, unlike all the other minifigures, actually does have quite a few steps to it. It's not your typical, like, you know, head goes onto the torso, then you put the legs in and you're pretty much done for the most part, unless if you have armor and a whole bunch of other stuff. But she's obviously a little bit more complex because she's actually brick built, so that should be pretty fun. Then you should follow the in-game building instructions for the additional instructions, but you can also find the instructions online. I did a video showcasing that on the LEGO website. We have a nice summary of most of the fun packs that are available, and yeah, I think these are all the ones that are available, actually, not the ones that will be available, because there are obviously still waves 3, 4, and 5. There are 5 waves in total that these sets are going to be released in. There's the level packs, there are the team packs, and then a nice piece count summary at the very back of the instruction booklet as well. So that being said, ladies and gents, let me go ahead and tear these bags open, put the lovely goodies together, and hopefully they will turn out to be as awesome as they look on the pictures. Alrighty guys, so here is the lovely, lovely non-raging Unikitty, which, by the way, how cool would it be if they did a Unikitty design that was the Rage Unikitty as well? That would be super duper neat. I would love that, but then again, maybe she can go into Rage mode within the game once we actually play as the character, so stick around for that. Can't wait to introduce her into the game. And additionally to that, of course, she is joined by the Cloud Cuckoo car, which looks amazing. The one thing that was very, very difficult, or sorry, let's begin actually with Unikitty. We'll get to the Cloud Cuckoo car in a moment. We always start with the minifigure. I forgot about that. In this case, they're both brick built, so I got a little confused. So first off, the toy tag itself looks quite fantastic. As you can see, obviously very simple. I like the pastel kind of colors that they chose, actually very fitting for this kind of, you know, relaxing, much more calm Unikitty design that we have here. If this was Rage Unikitty, obviously this would need to be quite a bit different than what it currently looks like. I like the pastel colors. The print work is fantastic on the face. We got the nice little unicorn right there. The tail, of course, does move, so you can actually get a couple of different poses, and you can move the head on the stud, so you can get a couple of different expressions going for Unikitty. So that's fantastic. Again, would have been cool to get some sort of a unique expression or something that is exclusive to LEGO Dimensions, as I always say with these unboxings, because I still do believe in it, and I think it would be cool to see that across the board. So that being said, let's go back to the Cloud Cuckoo car that I began talking about a moment ago. It's really difficult to put this thing together because there's so much color involved. Like, for example, there is a whole bunch of different shades of this blue, and for some reason you're supposed to use 4 of these, like light blue on this base. At least that's what it looked like from the instructions. But if I had used the light blue on the front here, I would run low on blue. Like, I don't have enough of these. So I'm not sure if I got this right. I really tried to do my best to make sure that all the color combinations were correct, even on the studs that are in there, like the 2 orange, the purple, and the light blue. It's really hard in that sense to just make sure you get all the right colors, but I think I got it right for the most part. Other than that, it's a fantastic design. I love how unique it is. I love how different it is. It's very, very colorful. Like, there's a lot of color on this thing. Like, if we look in the back here, you can definitely tell there's this lighter orangey kind of yellow. There's regular yellow. There's red, green, pink, different type of pink that's almost kind of a little bit purplish. Then you do have purple right here, yellow up on the front. It's just a really, really cool design. And I love how it has this cloud slash duck like feel. Like, this definitely looks like a duck beak, but at the same time, it's obviously meant to look like something that is made out of a cloud. That's why there's a lot of white throughout as well. So I think that that's definitely a really, really nice balance that this thing manages to maintain. And with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and transform it to its second form, which is the Extreme Soaker. So let's take a look. Alrighty guys, so here is the Extreme Soaker fully assembled. And obviously it is called that due to the fact that it is powered up by water. So I'm guessing this vehicle is going to be very helpful in terms of powering and actually watering plants in the game. And then additionally to that, powering up those like little stations where you have to fill them up with water. So I'm sure that this thing is going to come in handy in that regard. So as you can see, this thing looks a lot more not offensive, but maybe that is the right term. Just, it looks a lot more aggressive as a vehicle. Like, the first one just seems like a kind little thing that would fly around and you would utilize for relaxation and such. Whereas this thing looks like it is ready for battle. Like, you've got these thrusters down here looking very cool. You got these side thrusters as well. These ones out here, which interestingly enough, I was kind of surprised that these were actually pointing inwards. I was kind of wondering maybe they would be facing either downwards or at some point maybe even facing like this, so that they kind of look more like actual energy thrusters. But I think overall it still looks nice. I like the color combinations. I also really like that this feels like a different form to the first one. Like, it feels like if you took the first form, which if you remember felt a lot more I guess rounded and just kind of more circular in the design, this one seems like as if you took that form and kind of opened it out outwards, so almost like a transformer. And in that sense, I do like it quite a bit, and I think it looks really, really, really neat. And overall, comes together very, very, very nicely. So with that in mind, we do have still one more form to look at, and that is the Rainbow Cannon form, which is the one that I'm most excited for, because it just looks absolutely crazy and over the top. So let's go ahead and transform it to the Rainbow Cannon form. Alrighty guys, so here is the Rainbow Cannon, and as you can see, this thing is definitely ready to fire away. These are the 2 cannon points, I guess, and we can see some lovely, lovely colors throughout. We got the green, the blue, the purple, the red, the orange, the yellow, so nice variants of colors. I love the way that we have multiple colors on the eyes there as well. I really, really like this little arm mode. Like, this is definitely feeling like almost like a little tank or like a battle mode for the Cloud Cuckoo car, which is fantastic. Like, you could totally see a pilot operating this thing and obviously taking down foes, whatever form they may be, which is really, really nice and super duper cool to see. It's really interesting how many extra studs you end up with for this set. Like, Obviously, this is going to vary. You're not always going to have the exact same amount of studs that are extras, but there are quite a few studs left over. That's why I didn't want to specifically point out how many, because I wasn't sure that everybody would get the same amount. But it's kind of cool that you end up with like at least I would say maybe 10 stud pieces that are left over. So if you want, you could customize this thing even further, add more to the cannon, maybe add a couple of colored pieces on the back, and so on and so forth. So you can get even more carried away with the beautiful colors for this design. Overall, I think that my favorite design is probably, man, I really like this one, and then I really like the first one a lot. I think the Extreme Soaker is really cool too, but you know what? I'm going to go with this one, and the only reason why I'm choosing this one over the first one is because I feel like this one showcases the colors that much better. Like, you can see so much more color in this one, whereas the first one felt predominantly white with some color throughout. This one feels predominantly colorful with some white details throughout. So that's just my personal opinion. So with that in mind, ladies and gents, there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's LEGO Dimensions unboxing. Today we were taking a look at the Unikitty and Cloud Cuckoo Car Fun Pack. With that in mind, don't forget to let me know in the comment section below which is your favorite of the three forms. Was it the Cloud Cuckoo Car itself? Was it the Extreme Soaker, or was it the Rainbow Cannon? And once again, as I mentioned before, this is going to be the last LEGO Dimensions unboxing for a while, since of course Wave 3 and 4 and 5 are going to be coming out in a few months from now. So for now, this is all the characters that we have access to, but you won't even see how the time flies by before we get some new characters added to our roster. That being said, have a fantastic day, guys. I'll catch you lovely folks next time. Peace out. See you later, alligators. Thanks all for watching.